Hi, this is Kathy with another video on Sculpt Studio for Second Life. This time I'm going to be explaining to you the websites you're taken to when you create a sculpt, and click on the link that you're given in your chat history. Here I have sculpted a stack of standard 32 slices, and I click on my link. I'm taken to a website. You are taken to a web page that looks like this. First of all, we're given a couple links here. This one is to the Sculpt Studio wiki, and you can find information there on using Sculpt Studio. Next is a link to the Sweet Sculpties group. This is an in-world group, and I recommend that you join that and ask any questions you might have there. Then we have the sculpt name. This is the name that's generated by Sculpt Studio when you create your sculpt. Next is the sculptor's name, and you'll see that I have my name here. You might still have the black box listed here, and that can be changed. There's a YouTube video by Jacob Forsyth SL that explains how to do that. It's called Making the Sculpted Prim Your Prim, and I have a link to his channel on my featured tab. Then you have the date and time that your sculpt was created. Then we get to the good stuff. The Sculpty Previewer, if you click on that, you have to have Java loaded, and it'll take a second for that to load, so I'll pause. Okay, this is your Sculpty Previewer, and it gives you a view of your sculpt so you can see what it's going to look like before you upload it into Second Life. If you hold down your left mouse button, you can rotate it around and get a good look at your sculpt. If you hold down the right mouse button, you can zoom in and out. And if you have a center scroll wheel, you can hold that down and slide it around. Hit your back button and it takes you back to this page. Next we have the Sculpty map as Targa. This is the file that you save to your hard drive, then upload it in Second Life and apply it to your Sculpt Prim. And I've shown you how to do that before. Next we have the Sculpty map as Targa with Alpha, and that is the same as your Sculpty map as Targa, but it has an alpha texture over the preview window of your map, and that is just for extra security. You can use either one of these files, whichever one you prefer. Next is the Sculpty model as OBJ. This is a file that you can upload into a 3D model program like Blender or Maya, and then you can refine your sculpt there. You see, if I click on this, it's a text file, and that gives instructions to those programs on how to build your sculpt. Next we have the Sculpty note card. Now I'm going to make a detailed video on using this, but for right now I'll tell you that it's a text file, and it gives the instructions to Sculpt Studio to make your sculpt in world. You can copy and paste this into a note card in world and drop it onto your mat, and then you can re-res your sculpt from there. And then last but most importantly is your Sculpty zip archive. What that is a zip file containing all the other files in one. You're going to want to save that to your hard drive and keep that as a save of your sculpt and as a backup to any files that you might upload into Second Life. So I'll click on that, and I'll ask you to save it to your hard drive, and I'll rename mine Demo. Let that save. And then open the folder. And you'll see that you have a zip file in here. That's just a regular zip file. And you open that by left clicking, say extract. And you want to make sure that this path name is the same as the path name of your zip file. and I'll extract that, and I'll pause while that extracts. Then once that's extracted, you'll see that you have another file in here with the same name. We look in that file, we will see here you have all your files with the default name on them. And what I like to do is go back here and copy this name, then go back into that folder and then rename all these files with that name. The first two you can just do a simple paste of the name. Then on these two, this one you're going to want to leave the -alpha there. So replace just this section of the name. And on this one you're going to want to leave the -sculpt there. And those are all your files. This is your OBJ file for your 3D program. This is your map as Targa. This is your map as Targa with alpha. And this is your note card. And I hope that explains what you get when you click on the link after you create your sculpt. And thank you for